Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with their opponents. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here, and they know that they are in for a fight here.
And anytime you're dealing with the #1 defense in the league, all through your preparation, you know that yards are going to be tough to come by. But working in their favor, they can run the football. One of the top 5 teams in the league in that category. So I expect this one to be a tight, hard-hitting affair, and both teams playing to their strengths.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. and you can't do it all on one throw.
So Miami coming out for their second drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Davis now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Davis. Escape. Davis fighting. He loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Davis. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Back to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Davis. Flushed it. Now Davis fumbles it. It's going the other way. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bisons have taken the lead.
And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Davis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Davis now to throw on 3rd down. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here that's complete.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 18. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 2nd and 2. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bisons are able to extend their lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Dolphins 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Miami set to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Davis on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Davis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Davis on 3rd down. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's Davis throwing on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Dolphins are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Hunt.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Again, it's Hunt.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now for the point after. And the lead cut down to 9. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safety.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge, a successful one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go!
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
2nd down and 3.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Dolphins on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A carry here for Hunt. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
Second and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Get ready.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Patriots get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Chiefs trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off play action. Davis. Now he's flushed out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll run with Hunt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Let's go. Do this.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. This is Hunt. And they can't bring him down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Here we go.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Davis. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Davis. He wants it all for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And he'll give it here to his running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Davis. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Davis. That one is caught by Hunt. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
He was brought down at the 20.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the gun, they'll try to run it down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
The tackle at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the fourth. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bisons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Davis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Davis. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Davis. He'll leave it for Hunt. Complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Davis. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Davis. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Davis now on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back to throw. Davis. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. A 10-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Get him, boy.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Davis on 1st and 10. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Davis. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a leap it. He will make the catch. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Throwing again on 2nd down. Davis to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again.
Swings this out for Hunt.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And just 3 yards on the... And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Run to the ball. Fly to the
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Oklahoma City, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.